Hello Commanders, welcome back to another Elite Dangerous video with Commander Shinakuma. Today we're going to be taking a look at supply and return missions and how they can net you about 100 million credits per hour. Now, today's video started out life as something very different. I had spent a couple of days searching out good money making methods and I'd come across this system here. As you can see, this system was full of one jump boom time delivery missions where you could earn about 9 million credits per mission, and in a big ship you could stack maybe 3 or 4, in a little ship maybe 2 or 3, but ultimately speaking this method was netting about 200 million credits per hour. Unfortunately, on the 5th of July, FDev rolled out a hotfix to patch 3.1 and hit it in the face with the nerf hammer. So back to the drawing board I went, and in this video you're going to see not only the new method, and I'll fully document how you make the 100 million credits an hour, but a little bit how I found it, which will give you a tiny little bit of an insight into how YouTube content creators find these things, because of course there's no magic wand for finding money making methods. So I started out in Shinrata Desura at Jameson Memorial, and I do appreciate this is hidden behind a rank wall, so you might not have access to it, but it could be any large station in a system in boom state with a high-tech economy. The fact it's Shinrata Desura is irrelevant, and I am allied with all of the factions, so just looking through, see what we can find. Now what we're actually looking for is any high-paying mission with a short distance to destination. I do know that after patch 3.1 delivery missions seem to have got a bit of a buff, but you've got to find the right type of mission, so we're looking for the shortest distance possible for the highest payout. And as I'm looking through, I'm spotting these sensitive supply missions. I've already clocked one for just over 3 million. And we're going to come across one that's 8 million as well. Again, it's one jump to destination. So we're going to accept this 8 million one here. It's 8 million, it's one jump. The station is nice and close to the star, will be over in 2 or 3 minutes. And the thinking here is to try and stack a load of these, ideally to the same station, but even if you're jumping between systems, you know, you can easily be earning towards 100 million. Then of course we accepted the one for 3 million, and I didn't know it at the time, but the distance to that star was 36,000 light seconds, and had I have known that at the time I wouldn't have accepted that mission, but as you'll see in the video, I'm bloody glad I did. So we'll pick the action up at the Arro Naga system and we'll see where we go. So we've just arrived at Gillikins Gateway in the Arro Naga system. Again, this is important, so those two will be linked in the description of the video. And we're going to hand in our 3.5 million sensitive supply run. And at this point in time, I'm kind of annoyed that I've wasted my time flying all the way out here for 3.5 million credits when there's more to be had. But whenever I visit a new station, I like to have a little look about, see what there is. You know, there might be something, and in this case, there was. We're just scanning the mission boards. Is there anything worth bothering with? Yes, there is. Industry needs 2,205 units of narcotics, and then we're willing to pay me 50 million credits for it. So after a little look around the mission board, I decided to accept this mission. I've already had a look on EDDB for supply of narcotics. They're relatively cheap. It's going to cost me about 10 million credits to supply them with that amount. Of course, we've made that with the 3 million and the 8 million supply runs we're doing now. So what I do is I finish up the sensitive supply mission, deliver that. That's a nice quick easy one. The second port is only 312 light seconds from the main star, and I decide to pick up my cutter from Jameson Memorial because it's going to make this mission a little bit easier at 2,205 tons. But that's completely plausible to be doing these missions in, I'd say, a Python minimum because of the cargo space. Anaconda would be better, Type 9 would be better, a cutter if you're lucky enough to have one, is the best option. So after 3 runs between here and a place called Kirk Dock, I've managed to get all the narcotics required to complete the mission and bag a nice sweet 50 million payout. This bit always feels good. Thank you very much. Now, time to scour the mission board again, see if we can't find any more of these tasty morsels, or was it genuinely a one-off? Let's find out. So it turns out there was no more on that one, so I did a quick board swap into a different session. Again, takes a couple of seconds, it can't hurt. And what do I find? Another 50 million supply run. This time they want battle weapons and they only want 1,472. In my cutter, I can do that in 2 jumps. Again, an Anaconda, maybe 3, a Python, 4 or 5. But again, a quick check of EDDB shows a system within 2 jumps selling lots and lots of battle weapons, and in no time at all I can have this completed and be on my way with another 50 million credits in my pocket. So here we are, about to hand in the last of our battle weapons after some nice, easy, uneventful jumps. The eagle eye amongst you might notice that it is in fact the next day. It was 2 in the morning in the UK when I finished making the first part of this video. I was absolutely knackered and I wanted to go to bed. So don't think it takes over 12 hours to complete the supply mission. It doesn't. I just went to bed. Again, another 50 million in the bank. In real world time, we're talking about an hour. And again, a quick look at the mission board. Is there anything worth having? And the answer is, let's see. Well, I already know the answer to this question. Yes, there is. Look, another 22 million supply. Again, they want 1,300 this time. Not quite as good as the 50 million one I just ran. But if I accepted that, again, a quick check of IMDB, what am I talking about? EDDB shows I can pick up consumer technology from a system 1 jump away. I can have that completed in 10 minutes, 15 tops. So in total, I'll have made 122 million in about an hour and a quarter. And so can you. There's nothing that I have using this way of making money that you can't do yourself. Again, ideally if you've got a big ship it's going to be quicker, if you've got a smaller ship it's going to be slower, but after patch 3.1 it is still one of the best ways to make credits in the Elite Dangerous Galaxy. So I'll link the name of the system, which is Arro, Naga, and Gillikins Gateway station in the description so you can easily find them. Hope you enjoyed today's short video. If you did, drop a like on it. Feel free to subscribe to the channel because I'm always looking for new money making methods and I hope to bring them to you guys very, very shortly. Till next time, I'll catch you in space.